Get ready with me while I read you guys my narrative essay on how the end of a friendship. So there will be a story time on it a bit later, but for now, it's the narrative essay. It's strange how something that once felt so permanent can disappear so suddenly, like a conversation cut off mid sentence. If you had to ask me a year ago, would I be without her? Would our friendship be nothing? I would have laughed. There was a no version of my life that didn't include her. She was stitched into everything. She was, in my every sense, my other half. But it didn't start off that way. In the beginning, we didn't even like each other. We despised each other. We were the opposites in the most irritating ways. She thought I was too loud and too much. I thought she was too quiet and too guarded. We existed in the same space, but never quite together. Always circling, always clashing, and yet, somehow, something shifted. Maybe it was the way we slowly started noticing the cracks in each other's armor, or maybe it was just time, softening the sharp edges between us. What began as tolerance turned into understanding, and understanding became something much deeper. Before I knew it, she was the first person I told everything to. The inside jokes came easily, the laughter louder than before, the silence more comfortable. But we built something real that felt unbreakable. Even when she moved to Canada, it didn't change our friendship at all. If anything, it made us much stronger. 3 times a week, a call, without fail, we called each other. 2 hour long conversations that never felt long enough, somehow. We talked about everything and nothing at the same time: school, dreams, religion, people we liked, and you know it, people we didn't. Things we were afraid to admit out loud. Distance didn't matter, time zones didn't matter. We found each other anyway. And when she came back, it felt like no time had passed at all. We slipped back into each other's lives like we had never left. It was easy, effortless, familiar. Maybe that's why I hurt so much that our friendship ended. It didn't fall apart all at once. There was no dramatic fight, no screaming, no clear breaking point. Just a moment, a small, careless moment. Where something she heard about me made her hesitate, made her question everything we had built. But instead of coming to me, instead of asking me, instead of trusting me the way I had trusted her, she listened to someone else. And that's all it took. It amazes me, even now, how fragile things can be. How years of memories, of laughter, of loyalty, of late night calls can be overshadowed by a single doubt planted by someone who never really knew our friendship, our bond. It wasn't just that she believed it so quickly, how easy she let it rewrite the story of our friendship, of our bond. I waited and waited and waited for her to ask me. I waited for her to give me the chance to explain, to defend, to simply be heard. But that moment, it never came. Instead, I felt a shift, the distance, the way her voice was once full of warmth. Now I felt like I was speaking to a complete stranger. It was like watching someone slowly close the door you didn't even know had been opened. And the worst part wasn't losing our friendship. It was realizing that maybe I had already lost it the moment she chose to believe someone else over me. People think that the one who walks away is the one who ends things, but that's not always true. Sometimes the ending happens long before the goodbye is spoken. I was the one who finally said it, the one who stepped back, the one who decided that I couldn't keep holding on to something that was already slipping through my fingers. Not because I wanted to, but because I had to. Because love, any kind of love, shouldn't feel like constantly proving yourself innocent. Friendship shouldn't feel like standing trial for something you didn't do. I didn't end our friendship because I stopped caring. I ended it because I realized she stopped caring. Now, when I think about our friendship, I don't just think about the end. I remember the beginning too. The awkward glances, the laughter that came unexpectedly. I remember the best of times, the moments that made me believe. in true friendships. And I remember the words, not because they defined our friendship, but because they revealed something I had not wanted to see. That sometimes all it takes is one moment, one doubt, one voice louder than your own to undo everything. And that sometimes the person you thought would always choose you doesn't. But even so, I don't regret our friendship because for a while it was real and something that had meaning. And that is my narrative essay. I don't really know if it tells a bit of a story, but it tells the story of like a friendship and how it comes to an end. And I'm thinking of using my narrative essay as as a thing, as my speech for next term. And yeah, am I gonna put some mascara on? I think I'm gonna put some mascara on. Let's see the hair. This is a hair situation. I was doing mini braids and then I hikey got tired of it, so I just like gave up and like left some of it out, which I think it's cute because then at least like I have like a bit of hair, you know, like to do everything. Today I feel really pretty. This is the final look, guys. I feel cute. I look cute, and yeah.